Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Due to some technical errors, the class has been started a bit late. No problem, we will continue. What we were learning in our last class, we were learning about al-kalimatu wa aqsamuha. Al-kalimatu wa aqsamuha means word and its kinds. This is the lesson number 1 of grammar section. So from section grammar, we have started first lesson and still we are continuing it. If Allah wishes, inshallah, we will complete it today. 3 exercises are remaining. We have done 2 exercises so far, remaining 3 exercises that we have to do today. Before proceeding towards exercises, let me give you a short recap of the lesson. What we have learned in this lesson. Those who have joined today or those who missed my previous lectures, they can listen them from YouTube. I have uploaded all the videos of Arabic class on the YouTube. You may go to YouTube and search for my name, Muhammad Abdul Karim, and listen the previous lectures. Total nearly 19 videos are there. I have created a playlist for intermediate first year students. Okay, go there and search and listen the previous lectures. Okay, let me give a short recap of this lesson, then we will do the exercises if the time permits. What is al-kalimatu? Al-kalimatu wa aqsamuha. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Al-kalimatu means the word, wa aqsamuha means its kinds. We will learn about al-kalimatu, the word and its kinds. What is al-kalimatu? Al-kalimatu means in Arabic, alifun, baun, taun, and so on up to yaun are known as letters. Okay. The collection of these letters which give some meaning, that is known as al-kalimatu, means the word. A group of letters which give some meaning known as al-kalimatu, it has 3 kinds in Arabic. Number 1, al-ismu, the noun. Second, al-fa'lu, the verb. Third, al-harfu, the particle. Okay. Al-kalimatu has categorized into 3, al-ismu, al-fa'lu, al-harfu. Noun, verb, particle. Now, come to noun. What is noun? Al-ismu. In Arabic, al-ismu means it is every word by which a person, place, plant, animal, inanimate object or anything else is named. Okay. For example, Hamidun is a name of a person. Rashidun is also a name of a person. Masjidun, name of a place. And Shajarun, name of a tree. Inanimate object like Hajrun, stone, name of an immovable object. Anything else is named means any other thing which is named is known as al-ism. Okay. Ism has 4 properties. Min haythil wus'ati, according to the capacity. It has 2 kinds. An-nakiratu wal-marifatu. Min haythil adadi, according to the number, it has 3 kinds: singular, dual, plural. Al-wahidu, at-tathniyatu, al-jamu. And min haythil jinsi, according to the gender, the noun has 2 types: al-mudhakkaru wal-muannasu, male gender, female gender, masculine gender and feminine gender. Min haythil i'rab, it has 3 kinds. According to the cases, it has 3 kinds: nominative, accusative, genitive. Halatul raf'i, halatul nasbi, halatul jarri. Okay, this we have learned in this lesson. Today we will solve the exercises, but let me give you what we have learned in al-ismu. Al-ism can be nakira or marifa, indefinite noun or a definite noun. What is indefinite noun? An-nakiratu, it is a name of any person, place or thing. It ends with nunation, means tanween, double fatha, double zamma, double kasra, and it gives the meaning of a, an, or few, some, etc. Like waladun, a boy, bintun, a girl. These all are nakira isms. Nakira nouns means indefinite nouns. A boy means any boy. Okay. A girl means any girl. That is not particular. And on the other hand, we have definite noun. Definite noun is the name of a particular person, place, or thing. It has alif lam in the beginning and ends with one dhamma, one kasra, or one fatha. Okay. The definite article al gives the meaning the, da. Okay. Whereas another kind of definite noun is al-alamu, name. Name of a person, whether it possesses alif lam or it possesses nunation, it should be considered as definite noun, means proper noun only. For example, Hamedun. Hamedun, we have the ending of nunation. But Hamed is a not common noun, not an indefinite noun, but it is a proper noun. Nabilun, ending with nunation, does not mean that it is a common noun, it is an indefinite noun, but when it comes to a name of a person, then it will be considered as definite noun, means proper noun. Got it? For example, Fatimatu, name of a girl, proper noun. Khatijatu, name of a girl, proper noun. Aminatu, name of a girl, proper noun. Hamedun, name of a boy, proper noun. Rashidun, name of a boy, proper noun. Majidun, name of a boy, proper noun, and so on. Okay. What is an-nakiratu, al-marifatu, and al-alamu? You have come to know. You have understood now. Now let us proceed towards the cases. I have explained you the cases. Noun can be in 3 cases. It may be in accusative case, it may be in genitive case. As the default state, it is in nominative case. Waladun is in nominative case. Waladan with double fatha, it is in accusative case. Waladin with double kasra, it is in genitive case. Okay. The noun can be in 3 cases. Whereas al-fi'lu, what is al-fi'lu? We will study in our next lesson al-ismu min haythil adadi and al-ismu min haythil jinsi. The noun according to the gender, male and female. In our second lesson we will come to know. We are going to study in our second lesson, and in our third lesson we are going to study about the noun according to the number, according to the quantity, singular, dual, and plural. Al-wahidu, at-tathniyatu, al-jamu. We will study in the third lesson. Okay. Now we are dealing with the topic al-ismu, nakira, marifa, and alam. The other thing is al-i'rabu. These 2 things we have studied in this lesson. Inshallah, we will study remaining 2 properties of ism in the coming lesson, in the upcoming lesson. In this lesson, we also come across with al-fi'lu. What is al-fi'lu? Al-fi'lu means verb. Verb, it is every word that denotes, that signifies the occurrence of an action in a particular time, at a particular time. The verb can be related to any of the 4 tenses: perfect tense, imperfect tense, imperative tense, or negative imperative tense. The verb is related to any of the 4 tenses. Verb is nothing but an action word. It is an action word in English. It is also an action word in Arabic also, Arabic as well. Okay. What is al-fi'lu? Al-fi'lu, it is every word that signifies the occurrence of an action at a particular time. I have given this definition in your notes. You may copy it from there. Okay. Like zahaba, he went. Kataba, he wrote. Khara'a, he studied. Okay. He read. वो पढ़ा. Okay. लिखा, पढ़ा. Kataba, लिखा. Khara'a, पढ़ा. And fahima, samjha, understood. He understood. Like this. The verb has 4 kinds: al-fi'lul mazi, perfect tense; al-fi'lul muzari'u, imperfect tense; al-fi'lun nahyu, negative; al-fi'lul Fe'lul amru, imperative tense, and al fe'lul nahyu, negative imperative tense. These four tenses we have, these four types of verb we have. Like, for example, past tense kataba, he wrote. When it comes to imperfect tense, means present or future tense, it becomes yaktubu, he is writing or he will write. When it comes to imperative tense, uktub, write. And when it comes to negative imperative tense, la taktub, don't write. Okay, kataba, he wrote, yaktubu, he is writing or he will write, uktub, write, and la taktub, don't write. Okay, this is the brief summary of al-fe'lu, means verb. Now come to al-harfu. Al-harfu means a particle. Particle means it is every word whose meaning is not clear, whose meaning is not clear, not completely clear, without accompanying other words, without joining with other words, its meaning is not clear. That is known as al-harfu. In other words, you can understand that the noun which is not, the word which is not verb, the word which is not noun, then it will be considered as al-harfu. Okay. For example, fi, in, ala, on, ila, to, and towards, and so on. Okay. This is a brief, short summary of the lesson. Now we will proceed towards the exercise. Exercise number 1 was Kawwinil kalimat minal hurufil atiya. Form the words from the following letters. Isolated form of letters has been given that we have converted into joint form. Then second lesson was, second exercise was Uktubil mana, write the meanings. Now today we are proceeding towards the exercise number 3. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Exercise number 3. What he is asking you to ayyin. Ayyin means identify. Al-ismu, noun. Wal fe'lu means verb. Ayyin al-isma, wal fe'la, wal harfa. Okay, what he is asking you to ayyin, find out. He is asking you to find out, or he is asking you to identify. Ayyin means identify. Identify. Al-ismu, noun. Identify the noun. Al-fe'lu, verb. And al-harfu, particle. Particle means part of a sentence. Minute, small part of a sentence. Okay. Here, the first word is Ain Ba Dal. Abada. Or we can pronounce this as Abdun. When we are pronouncing it as Abada, then it means he worshipped. He worshipped. He worshipped here, it denotes the action. That is the reason what we will do. We will consider this word as al-fail. It is a verb. Okay. Second one is al-muhandisu. Al-muhandisu, the engineer. The meaning is the engineer. Okay. Then what is the word? Is it a noun, is it a verb, or is it a particle? So we can observe that here in the beginning alif lam is there. Alif lam is the sign of, is the indication of al-ism, noun. Okay. And nunation is also an indication of al-ism, noun. So we will consider al-muhandisu as al-ismu. Got it? Then third one is isma. Isma means listen. Isma means listen. Listen means it is an action word. Listen, hear. So we can consider this because it is an action word, it signifies an action. Then this this can be considered as al-fail. Al-fail, okay. Al-fail. Actually, when we want to find out or identify a noun, we have four indications, 4 signs. Okay. First one is, if a noun is in genitive case, then it will be considered as al-ismu. If a noun ends with nunation, then it will be considered as al-ismu. If a noun begins with alif lam, then it will be considered as al-ismu. And if a word called, when a word called, then it will be considered as al-ismu. Okay. Now next one is, fourth one, al-mal'abu. Al-mal'abu, playground. Playground. Now, how you will identify whether this is a ism, fail or harf? Now, observe that the word begins with alif lam, al. When a word begins with al, then it will be considered as al-ismu, because al is the indication and sign of al-ismu. We will write this as al-ismu. Fifth one, raka'a. Raka'a means he bowed. वो झुका. रका, रुकू किया, he bowed. So this denotes an action. Raka means it is denoting the action. That is the reason it will be considered as al-failu. Got it? Next, al-jasru. Al-jasru, the bridge. Al-jasru, the bridge. Then what you will consider this al-jasru? Al is, as I said before, alif lam in the beginning of the word is the indication of al-ism. So we will write this as, we will consider this word as al-ism. Eighth one, sajada. Sajada. Sajada means prostrated. He prostrated. वो सजदा किया. Sajda kiya. This also denotes an action. When a word signifies an action, then it will be considered as al-fail. Got it? Next one, qalamun. Qalam. Qalam, as you know that qalam means pen. It is the name of a writing object. Qalamun. The indication, nunation indicates that it belongs to the category of al-ism. A pen. It belongs to the category of al-ism. Okay. Number 9. Remaining one, nearly so many words are remaining. We will take some. We will take another 4 words. Here it is. Ila. Ila. It means two or towards. It means to or towards. So to or towards is not a complete word. Neither it is denoting an action, nor it is denoting nor it is denoting a complete meaning like noun. So when it is not a verb and when it is not an ism, then the remaining word is al-harfu, particle. Particle denotes, it is a word, it is every word whose meaning is not completely understood. So its meaning is not completely understood. Ila, to. We cannot understand a complete meaning by the word to. Okay. So we will consider this as al-harfu. Okay, it is a particle. Then another word, yaktubu. Yaktubu. Yaktubu means he is writing or he will write. He is writing or will write. Okay. So this denotes an action. Writing is it is the sign of action. So this will be considered as al-fi'l. Are you following? Another 2 words we will take, then we will complete this exercise. Then with this we will close our class as well. Okay, tiflun. Tiflun, here is the indication, nunation is the indication of what? Ism, an infant. An infant or child. So it is al-ism. Another word, ala. It means on or upon. So on and upon is not a complete word. Its meaning cannot be, its meaning is not clear, not completely clear. There is a meaning to it, but not completely clear. So we will consider this ala as al-harfu. Got it? Then take the snapshot. I will send you the notes of this class, inshallah. Inshallah, in our next class, because I have another class at 1:50, so we will close our class here. Inshallah, we will take exercise 4 and 5 in our next class. Okay? Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.